Hello everyone, Roxanne here in Zone 5, Ontario, Canada. Thought I'd welcome you along to my first ever seedling tour. So we'll start at the bottom, work our way up. So in here, I have red onions. And my goodness, they have already been trimmed twice. And when did I plant them? I've got a sheet up here. So all the onions were started on February 15th. And yeah, they've already been through 2 chops. So red onions, and these are Spanish onions. And over here, we have impatiens. There's coral and white in this tree. They're doing very good, very good. I almost dried them out one day. Thought I lost them. So these are my ranunculus, doing beautiful. Hopefully I can start getting them outside if these freezing temperatures would stop. And some pansies and violas. Let's see, up here, these 3 in the front, I don't have much hope for. Nothing is happening. I have Dusty Millers, flowering cabbage, and spinach, which I thought would be super easy. Nothing. I think I'm going to have to start over. These 3 were started 2 weeks ago. And then in the back, I have another cheat sheet. Sorry. So tomatoes, 2. Oh, I don't know how people film and do stuff at the same time. Okay. Here we have, there's my mark. Okay, up here is a cherry tomato called Esterina. Nothing has happened up in here. And this one is, okay, these 3 are Juliet. Sorry. These are Juliets. They are bigger than a cherry and smaller than a Roma. And these guys on the side, oh, are my sun golds. I've never grown sun golds before. I love yellow tomatoes. Yellow tomatoes are my favorite. So I know that these are probably going to taste very good by all the reviews. And then my other tomato tray right there. There's my mark. Oh yes, these are purple bumblebee cherry tomatoes, and these are sunrise bumblebee cherry tomatoes. And beefsteaks. Okay, this is weird. Same package. This one came up first, and then this one a day later, and now these ones are just starting to poke up. And they're just your typical beefsteak tomatoes from OSC, which is Ontario Seed Company. It's that one. And this guy. And my peppers. See, I have these marks, like I line up, I make a mark on the paper, and who showed me that? Oh, Gary Pilarchuk, the Rustic Garden. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, what's interesting about this tray is these are my peppers. And I thought, pretty sure, that the hotter the pepper, the longer it takes to germinate. Well, here's my black Hungarian pepper. You can see that there starting. And over here, there's 2 more up. They came up, and my sweet peppers, these are my green peppers, and my yellow peppers, nothing yet. I'm not worried because it was only like 5 days ago. But isn't that nuts? These came up in 4 days, the Hungarian and the jalapeno. I thought that was interesting. Okay, beside my tomatoes, I have Lysianthus, which I started back, oh my gosh, in January. And they are doing, I think, good. I don't remember the leaves being this kind of curly last year, but they came up faster than last year. And this is my poor eucalyptus that I killed, I think. Pretty sure I did. I decided that I'd put them in my indoor grow cabinet in the living room and forgot about them. And because it's much warmer in there, they dried up faster. So hopefully I've just lopped it off and we'll see what happens. This is my other eucalyptus and it's getting like a black spotting on the leaves. And when I was touching the leaves before the leaves were falling off, that doesn't seem to be happening anymore. We shall see. These are Black-Eyed Susan. And I've never grown them before. What I found really crazy about this is they look like little cactuses and they feel like little cactuses. Like those are kind of prickly. So that was neat. And this and this guy. Funny story. So I started rosemary and I waited a month and nothing happened. So I wanted to also see if I could reuse seed starting mix. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. So I thought, sure. So I fluffed it up again, packaged, started seeds. I can't even remember what they were growing in. And I saw these little seedlings that didn't look like what I was growing. And I thought, well, I'll leave them and see. Maybe it was that bacopa that never germinated. And I was convinced that that's what it was. And it dawned on me yesterday that it was my rosemary. So that's really cool. I've got 3 rosemary plants and I planted 10 seeds and I got these 3. So I think if I had just waited a bit longer, they probably would have worked. More Lysianthus. And this, foxglove. So that's my foxglove. Looking pretty good. And maybe a tad yellow around the edges. I've been using fish emulsion. Maybe I might give it a little shot of some Miracle-Gro. Okay, top shelf. These are fabulous. Oh my gosh, this video doesn't do them justice at all because of the light. But last year I started begonias indoors in January because people said they took a long time. And they did, like months, and hardly had anything. This year, same seed package. Like I used up the other half of that seed package, started them in January, and now I have these enormous plants that I keep cutting them. I keep pinching them back. No roots really coming out the bottom yet, so I mean, I hope they're going to be okay in here another 2 months because these guys don't go out until January 1st or June 1st around here. Over here are my geraniums that they were beautiful, lush, and I chopped them in half, and I'm trying to root them in the living room. But these were only chopped like 6 days ago. Look at all that new growth around there already. All of them are like that. So that makes me very happy. I get to double my geraniums for only 1 seed starting session. And these are my really good eucalyptus that I didn't almost kill. Isn't that cool? And then I've got lupins, lots of lupins back there. Lost in all of these Brussels sprouts. They're called Red Bull. I thought they'd be pretty in the garden and tasty. So I just flipped around to the backside here. Some of them are droopy. Is this kind of normal for lupins started indoors. I mean, the center stalk is nice and straight, you know, on a lot of them, but then they have these bottom leaves that are kind of droopy. I'm hoping it's normal. I really want lots of lupins this year. Okay, it's now a couple of days later and it is overcast and 5 degrees outside, and it's gonna start dropping. So I thought I would take some of my plants outside. Here's my 14 day. So there's day and nighttime temperatures there, looking not too shabby. So let's start hardening off. Red Bull Brussels sprouts. Looking good. Ranunculus, violas and pansies, red onions and Spanish onions. Okay, it is so nice to be able to show you guys my berry patch without 2 feet of snow on it. So what I did last year is I took all the bark that had fallen off the firewood that we were cutting up, and I laid bark down in pathways because this has never been anything other than country grass, and I didn't have the energy to rototill and till up ground, and I really want to try to keep what I do as much as no dig as possible. I was so happy to uncover these today and see that pretty much every garlic clove that I put in the ground came up, and every strawberry transplant came up. I'm not doing a very good job, am I, guys? I am not good at videoing. So there's strawberry. So the reason I've sort of uncovered them, but not totally, is because we're still going to have freezing nights, and I don't really want to shock them. So I've just, you know, uncovered them a little bit so that the rain that we're about to get over the next couple of days isn't going to really mat down over top of the crowns. Gosh, I'm bad at this. Don't even know if I'll put this up. So all through there, strawberry garlic. And I can understand why they say to interplant garlic with your strawberries, because as I was pulling the straw back, even though the garlic that's popping up isn't very big, see, there's one there, you could smell the garlic. So I can see how that would work to keep away the rabbits. Look at that gorgeous one. So very happy with my little berry patch, and I hope that my little tiny oh, look at that one, looks so good, but then some of my other plants don't look so hot. Like that one, I don't know if that survived. Sorry guys, that wind was so bad today. I decided to do voiceover on this. So I went and I got a pH thermometer to check for my blueberries, and wow, was I surprised. That's not good. Okay, here's something that I need some help with. When I planted these strawberries, you know, I got excited and I put them in the ground. And then I discovered that I need to have them mounded up on hills. So I don't know if I should disturb them and like pry them up and put some dirt around them, but like I don't know if I should just leave well enough alone and see what happens. and then maybe mound them up in the fall. I'm not sure what to do. The lay of the land here does slope, like it slopes down out that way. It slopes away from this fence. So I might be okay. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Pry them up or leave them be?